impromptu poetry for you, but I was practicing earlier and my student said, cut it, cut it. Leave it to those who can, so I won't. But just to welcome you and to tell you that we're going to start, that we're just waiting. Our MC, Blacker Ellis, who I know that you're all looking, I guess that's why you're all here, to hear him as well as the poets. But we're expecting him momentarily. So just be a little more patient, bear with us a little, please, and hopefully we'll start quite soon. Okay? Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I know we are waiting with bated breath to hear the young poets and maybe some older ones too, I don't know, come and do their thing. Let's just tell you a little bit about the competition. It has been around. It has been around. I don't have any electronic equipment on my person. I don't know why that's happening. We have had this poetry clash for several years as a department to celebrate creative expression and to give students and anybody who has been a student of the University of the West Indies to participate, to come and share their talent, and to compete in what we call a clash. And you notice that we don't use the word SLAM because that is from another culture. But here in Jamaica, we know about clash. And over the past few years, we've had some really brilliant poetry emerge through this clash. We've had one of our winners become a serious, dedicated writer. And we hope that through these opportunities that we create, young people will feel their creative juices flowing and they will express themselves. So how we organize it is that when you apply to, when you send in your entries to participate in this clash, it is adjudged by a panel from the department, and we select usually the best 10, right? And so you have at each stage of it getting to the winner. And on a day like this, we will have all 10 persons come, and they will, each selected poet will perform for 2 minutes in the elimination round. First 2 minutes, we have a timekeeper, and you have 2 minutes to make your presentation and to get the audience on your side. And from the first 10, we will eliminate some, and we will get down to 5. The audience, this is a place for democracy. The audience will have their chance to select 3 of the finalists. And the judges, this esteemed panel, will only be able to select 2. So the power is with the people, right? I thought you were going to give me a round of applause for that. The power is with the people. So we're going to have, on our panel of judges, we have 3 very, very esteemed judges. We have first our retired professor of Literary and Cultural Studies, Professor Carolyn Cooper, well-known public intellectual in Jamaica. She has a column that many of you will read on a Sunday. And she has always given support to the Poetry Clash, and she is our chief judge today. And also beside her is somebody who is very important to the poetry scene, Yashika Graham from Poetry Society. She runs that monthly, I have to call it communion of poets. Each month at the end of the month, where they gather together and they present. Let's give her a round of applause, Yashika Graham, a poet in her own right, I must say. I've heard her on several occasions. And then the lone man among the beautiful ladies is Michael Holgate, a consummate artist, writer, performer, director, dancer. He knows everything, and he's part of this team. Let's give him a round of applause. So after we have the people choosing 3 and the judges choosing 2, we will have 5 people in the last round of this competition. And in that portion of the competition, each of the 5 persons will get up to 3 minutes to perform more of their original poetry, and the judges will select the top 3 winners. So remember, you have a chance to participate, and you must use your voice. to raise support for these participants. We're still just waiting on Blacker, who should be here any minute now, and he will come. I can't believe that when I was a student so many years ago, I witnessed a performance in the round at the Philip Sherlock Center by Blacker Ellis. So that's how old I am. Years ago, Blacker Ellis performed, and I remember the first joke he gave when he hit the punchline. All of us who were standing around fell flat on the ground. We could not stand up for that punchline. I mean, we were rolling, literally rolling on the ground. And we look forward to this comedian, but also poet, who is going to join us shortly. So sit back, relax a little bit. The Department of Literatures in English is very happy to have you here. And in a few minutes, we will start this exciting Poetry Clash 2017. Thank you. Well. You know, this is what happens in Jamaica, only in Jamaica. So while we're sitting here and waiting, we're going to give a few moments to a young poet, Pro Talks Motivation. Give him a round of applause who is coming to perform.
Good day. Good afternoon. How are you? So my name is O'Shane, O'Shane Panton, and I'm from Pro Talks Motivation. And this is basically a motivation movement that uses the talents that young people have to inspire young people. All right? So I'll be sharing with you a poem entitled Quality Time. And it's really just about you giving more attention, giving more of yourself to the person in your life or the persons in your life that really matter, are really important. Hence the name, Quality Time. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Stop! Aren't you forgetting something? Or someone? Don't tell me you don't know. Come on, this person is amazing. Talented? Oh yeah. Gorgeous? Worth your time? Yes. Worth my time too, I have to confess. Because it's not every day you meet someone like this. Doesn't come and then just go. Doesn't build your hopes up. Then disappears, leaving you alone. Don't you remember those nights you were up late, struggling to concentrate? And this person was the only one there who cared enough to say, don't give up the fight, cause God is on your side to help you accomplish all things when you walk in faith and not by sight. But I'm not here to talk religion. I'm here to talk my observation that too many of us give too much of ourselves to those who don't care much about us, and we neglect ourselves. You or that person you're forgetting has never forsaken you. So why do you keep neglecting yourselves? Though you suffer from impatience and a despicable temper, and you know your attitude stinks, and you know you have no charisma, why don't you do something? Get up and place yourself on the top shelf. Get up and get to work on yourself. Because nobody deserves you more than you. And that's really not hard to prove. Because if you've put up with yourself for this long, then you are entitled to the net worth of your value. Don't you remember the days without the fuss and fight? It was like you'd reached a new height in your life. Your day was bright. You never knew things could feel so right. Even your haters were like, I wish I was that nice. Then I could be like him or her. LOL. Your positivity that day could have frozen the devil and his hell. And it's not just cause you were having a good day, but it's also because deep inside there is a version of you that you want to be, that's crying out, set me free, so that we can find a way to destroy the dirty habits of yesterday. But they say old habits die hard. Hey, Bruce Willis, they have to die anyway, and only you can destroy them if you employ this simple strategy. Stop! Aren't I forgetting something? Or someone? Ah, yes, I know. It's me. And it's just about time that I go spend some quality time working on me. So I will see you later.
How do you do? First of all, I want to really humbly beg and beseech you to forgive me for this uncharacteristic and unavoidable lateness. I know some behave, but I am here dependent on beggar bly and beggar ride. And that's what happens to you when you depend on that thing. How are you doing? My name is Owen Blacker Ellis. Good people, decent folks call me Mr. Ellis, but my friends call me Blacker. You can call me anything you want to call me. Just don't call me Collect. So this is the poetry clash. And I'm just going to go straight into it and just perhaps just remind you of what you perhaps already know, that we have three very expensive and wonderful judges here, right? And they are the judges. But you also, as the audience, will get a chance to be a part of the judging process by acclamation and by nice making. So I'm just going to go straight into announcing the contestants, the 11 contestants in the order, and then do everything else in between. You okay with that? Because they've been waiting a long time, so I'm going to go over that stretch of time. So the first poet to clash in this poetry clash is Francine Green. Please welcome Francine Green.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the age of high. High expectations, the high life, and the high state of mind. It calls for a celebration, the uplifting of a nation. But leave your high standards behind. We can't afford those, especially not at the rate that our economy slows and prices skyrocket through the roofs, leaving us with higher taxes and tuitions. I guess that's why they call it elevation. Not to mention higher education, which just means that we pay more to be spat out as tools for hire. But back to our standards, have you seen them? We've become so used to accepting whatever mediocrity that those in positions higher than us dish out. It's as if we've forgotten our worth. The higher they climb, the harder we fall, whether or not we choose to turn a blind eye to it all. And our higher states of minds, that's illegal here. I'm not talking about what they've thought to decriminalize, but more so the fact that we cage ourselves into subscribing to the same old facets, afraid of what a new thought may bring. But still we sit comfortably, purporting the idea of a high society life because we understand perfectly that social media affords us the opportunity to be whoever we let you see. Alas, the age of high does have a redeeming point. High hopes allow us to aspire higher than the heights of great men reached and kept, not distracted by what can be attained by sudden fight or the adrenaline rush of being up high.
Thank you, Francine. And I think you understand that each performer, each poet has 2 minutes in the first section, right? So if they're gone beyond their 2 minutes, don't boo them. And don't clap them off. Don't indicate that them 2 minutes done. The judges do that. Although you're also a judge. The next poet to share with you is before I call the next poet, I just want to remind people that I once was involved in a poetry competition, and I remember Professor Mervyn Morris talking about the difference between the performance and the literary form, and some people who killed performance, and some just read their work, and and the work really stood up by itself, whether you perform it well, or you read it well, or it just is well based on the words. I thought I'd say that. The next poet is Kelsey Thomas. Clap, Kelsey.
Okay. All right. Changing World by Kelsey Thomas. The world is different now. It has gone to a state that is irredeemable. The sky is no longer a bright blue but a dark defeated gray. The sun no longer shows its teeth in a smile so yellow it spreads across the sky. Instead, it remains trapped like a prisoner to the clouds. The waters are black, no longer deciding to remain indifferent to the world, but has finally chosen a side. The trees have decided to go into slumber, being selfish with its fruits and no longer catching the wind so that everything is still, hot, yet somehow cold. Yes, the world is different now. Optimists have become pessimists and pessimists more pessimistic. What used to be a thin line between negative and positive have become a faded blur into pure negativity. Or, what's the truth? They used to say pessimists are not realists, but now it's allowed to call them so because the real raw truth is, life is bad. The animals are taking over because Adam can no longer control his garden. Adam's concern is no longer to be a king, but to make sure no man can overthrow his reign. And so, he's lost sight of what should matter. Now the earth is coming to resemble that of pitch blackness, and we're falling. But we won't realize until it's too late to save ourselves. Indeed, the world is different now.
I think a while ago when I was making the point about the importance of the literary form and the actual words, I should also remind you that it's a poetry clash, so delivery counts. So read my first thought as an alternative fact. The next poet is Tracy and Hyman. Let's say it for Tracy and Hyman.
Good afternoon. This poem is titled Me Junior. 10 years, me junior. 10 years, me junior. Good God Almighty, in my 10 years, me junior. When me go tell mommy, daddy I go kill me, cause in my 10 years, me junior. Me say 10 years, me junior. Me a search so long for find the one. Can't be 10 years, me junior. Really? 10 years, me junior? I couldn't find 10 years, me senior, or even 2 years. In my 10 years, me junior. You hear me? Me said 10 years, me junior. You nice though, junior. Sweet mouth fi kill me. True, you're 10 years, me junior. You are 10 years, me junior. Your body firm. And you got it going on. Lord, me good up man, 10 years, me junior. You all a make me write poem. Me can love again. Locks, 10 years, me junior. 10 years, me junior. No matter what them say, me a keep you junior. Go! Una left me and me junior. No trouble. I ongo 10 years me junior. And nothing that. 10 years and more for me and my junior. Thank you.
Yeah, shining example that delivery counts and hot shoes. Just a note to the other performers coming up that you're being required to just, before you start your delivery of your poem, to just look at the young lady in the front in the green socks. Well, green socks on right foot and orange socks on left foot. She'll indicate when you can start, so because you're being timed. And the judges need time to do their writings and deliberations and so on. Yeah, so thank you, Francine, Kelsey, and Tracy. And now let's hear it from Deandra Johnson.
I think I'm the only one who uses folder papers. But excuse me. This poem is called Mr. Sandman. Mr. Sandman, why you left me cold? Deep in a bottomless sea, you left beneath my feet. Compatible we were like sand to sea. Oh Sandman, you never belonged to me. Slipping through my fingers, I grasped to you to hold on to time. But seconds passed and you were never mine. Sandman, you swifty fool. Can't you see I was ready to love you? Forever too far, I know if you loved me, there would be war. You done told me your lover exists far beyond the mist. Yet in my reality, I refuse to see that Sandman, you were never for me. You found me naked and bare when the lion had skinned me alive. Shame me for another. You clothed me like a brother and brought me to life. But Sandman, you already had a wife.
So delivery counts and hot shoes counts, and what count more is to bring out a posse of screaming friends. Thank you, Francine, Kelsey, Tracy, and Deandra. Now let's hear for the next poet, Candine West.
Good afternoon. This poem is entitled I Am More. I am a rupture of destiny, settling into cosmic brilliance, gracefully putting everything into its place. I am more. More than I can possibly conceive. I carry the universe within me. I am a blanket of energy. I hold constellations and galaxies. I am the Big Bang that gave rise to humanity. I am more. I am the daughter of a nation, pigmented with the blackness of my mother's skin, who had melanin so rich and rare, smidgen with gold, they lusted after her like she was Aphrodite. I too am a goddess in my own right. I am a synopsis of nearly 400 years of fight. I carry the strength of a lost continent in my DNA, my blood like the Atlantic channels, an odious remnant of the past. But it's the past. It has passed, because I am now the physical manifestation of hope. I am more. I am the muffled cry of suffering, unheard whimpers of suffering, while our daughters they molest, or sons they oppress, or skin they detest, with our mouths we prudently protest. I am more. I am Dr. King's dream, dreamt in 1963. I am who Marcus Garvey envisioned the black man to be. I am clothed in strength and in dignity. I am every revolution. I am not driven by or ridden to fear. I am more. I am potential. I am a new day. I am tomorrow. I am not grief. I am not sorrow. I am not a victim of being an enslaved or just another ex-slave. I am more. Thank you.
Thank you. 'Cause 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 Thank you, Candine. Just a reminder or information, if you never heard before, that the judges will select 2 finalists, and you, the chief judge, aka audience, will select 3. Right? So you've heard from Francine, Kelsey, Tracy, and Deandra, Candine, and now let's hear for the 6th performing poet, Obafemi Smith. Remember just to wait until you get the go before you start. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I must admit I'm a bit nervous. That doesn't usually strike me. Can I start? Okay. This poem is called Conflicted, and it was inspired by a personal experience. I invaded her city, and her walls crumbled from the assault and agility of my army within her. The pleasure and the pain. It was wet, but it was not rain, for the conquest was not solely mine. She opened her floodgates to me. She wanted every inch of my being. She yearned for my touch. Her back arched as she stood in the hallway, exposed her lust and left her vulnerable to the cold chill of ice running on her bent back, tongue in hot pursuit on the track that was her spine. If I had asked her what she was to me, she would have simply uttered mine. Her full pink lips producing a feeling I had never felt, like age-old wine representative of her time upon this earth. I tasted again. This was no mere girl. She was woman, and I played no games. Seduction is an art. Overwhelmed by my touch, she led me to her bed, her pleasure amplified on red sheets, my touch leaving her sticky like grace. She found her strength, her army pushed back, pushing me on my back. She straddled me to dry hump the out of me. I laughed knowing she could not kill me. But her city wept, for she was conflicted in this conquest. Exposed and filled with lust, energies overwhelmed her principles, and she succumbed to the connection of our lust. She prayed for repentance to her God, for the sin in which our bodies were marked. Yet she loved the moments in which we sparked. Conflicted by Obafemi, the Oba, the poet. Thank you.
Thank you, Obafemi. I'm glad you say your name. You say the name at the end, so I know that I did it wrong. Yes. So the next performer, the next poet, reader, deliverer of words is Mario Harrison. Let's say it for Mario Harrison. Remember to hold on till you get the go-ahead from lady in the pretty socks.
Yes, good afternoon, everybody. The piece I'll be doing is entitled Philistine. I know. I heard. I'm not starting. So this piece is entitled Philistine. Vagabonds and Philistine, tearing down the pillars set by the hard work and sweat of those brave men gone before. Failing to see we've made zero progress, and all we ever do is talk, then talk some more. And talk is cheap. All our actions ever reflect is the sadness of hearts blind to their own demise. The one doing the brunt of the damage, the ones we elect, so far gone, trapped in a system from our minds, no need for a physical shackle or chain. Slaves to our own selfish desires. As such, we hold the blame for our pain, Philistines and vagabonds. That's what we've become, walking in darkness when we know light, turning our eyes from the fight because we've been brainwashed for so long, so far gone, we've forgotten our emancipation song. We've sold out to the man. We've given praises to the enemy, sold our birthright for cheap thrills, for fool's gold, for pyrite. Only destruction lies in our wake. Sold our souls to the devil. We become soulless zombies and puppets. No good fruits we possess. Our branches must be ripped from their roots one by one, be trodden upon by the Holy Son, to atone for our sins and transgressions, because we are Philistines and vagabonds.
I'm just having a good time, watching how what you write the poem and change. From my days when they scribble it on a little exercise book in their back pocket full up. The days when I write poetry to my girlfriend in high school, things like my love for you is like a pound of sugar and a teaspoon of water. And nowadays them read poem from them smartphones and from them tablet and all these wonderful things. I miss those days when you learn it by heart and you come out and you bow a poem. And the bow was very important, but nowadays, Jamaican men don't bow in public. Wake up now, eh? I don't like the worthlessness. I'm just killing time while I judge them and do them writing. Once Dr. Cooper stop writing, I can start talk. See? She stop right same time. That means them don't want me to talk up the things, but it's all right. Thanks again to Francine, Kelsey, Tracy, and Deandra, Candine, Obafemi. I do it right? It's close. Oba. Me work with Oba. It sounds like Obia. That's a good thing. The Minister of Security like it. You should have look a red tie and think you sell off long time. And the next poet, are you ready again? The next poet is Michael Robertson. I've on him George's thing. Clap him again now.
Name of this poem is As My Lover Sleeps. Do you ever dream about your love? What it is? What you want it to be? Under my bare chest, between my firm arms? Can you feel the power within my beating or beating force? I wonder really how such a beautiful being can lie so sound but yet so loud. In loving, I hear your heart's every cry. As you dream soundly on 9 clouds, white maybe, with a hint of rain or tears. A thunderclap of rendered emotion, an awakened heart out of a terrible dream, a nightmare of broken glasses, or heart shattered to pieces. But darkness is but light that only few can see. But if you feel it, touch it, be it, trust it, then darkness becomes a dream, and this dream becomes a friend. I hope then that you don't mind me invading your dreams, that you will see my flaws as my true darkness. The name of my other poem is When Everything Means Nothing. Excuse me, my apologies, you win. Or did you really lose? This constant battle with yourself, against other people, to be better than her, him to be stronger than, always comparing equals as better than, never understanding the dilemma of being different when everyone is different, making you the same uniqueness. Your worth often becomes forgotten. Yes, you did forget your initial goals, happiness, in being I am, anything, regardless if you are too. But that's what makes us different, not better, as life only challenges one comparison, to compare you are to who I am, as comparison cannot exist when truly everyone is different. Thank you.
That was Michael Robertson. Now, you see the next poet, since I got Oba's name incorrect, I'm not going to even call the next name. Next first name. I have a problem with literacy. And here I am at this event organized by the Department of Literatures in English. And I'm not read so well. Like many of our compatriots, we can go on now. I'm not read so well. But me can learn things by heart and recite it. I'm like a good recitation. I wonder what's the difference between recitation and poetry slam, and our poetry performance and poetry delivery. I wonder if them different. Our poetry writing. I don't know, but you're the judges. I just discovered that the poster said, I am chief judge and guest performer. I think most just MC, and I like MC because MC means master of ceremonies, and I love the first two syllables. It means I'm in charge. But I prefer the last two. It means money that I not get. But I'm here. Now the next performer, the next poet, I'm not gonna try and pronounce his name. 11 letters. First name S. Walker. Number 9? Yeah. No, number 9 may have Suannequie. That is 10? No, yeah, may have number 9 is that person. Oh, this come like the voters list. It's contrary and contradictory and different. Now, my list of next, on my list is S. Walker, then Tidence Thomas and Shania Roberts. Shania Thomas. Shania Roberta. Shania Roberts. So, is she next? So, is she next then? Shania Roberts, at your time. Shania Roberts. Going. Shania Roberts. Coming. Shania Roberts. It's not here. So I skip to then my S. Walker. Tell me your name, pronounce it, please. Swaniki Walker. Please, let's hear it for Swaniki Walker.
Good afternoon. My poem is entitled Forget About It. Lost in a trance, as sorrow creeps down my cheeks, I taste the sweet flavor of regret as second chance slams the door shut. Joy sulks as it lazes about the four corners of my heart, yet he says, forget about it. Pain cuddles me in a warm embrace as happiness blows me a kiss goodbye. My eyes remain loyal as it pitifully reveals all the stains of my sadness. Vulnerable hypocrite. I wave a picture-perfect memory as I drown in the sea of forgetfulness. Seriously, he says, forget about it. I want to, for you, but I can't get them as one. My sanity takes a grieved leave as our budding relationship dries up. Miscarriage. Crazy throws me a pity party under the moonlight as life feeds me sour lemons. Forget about it now. Your compelling mind reels me in against the forces that are attracted to my attraction. Your innocence radiates from within, and I'm guilty of falling victim to your charms. Your beauty heals my tainted and bruised soul as your love reignites my long-lost flame. So yes, forget about it. Forget about all you've been through, and let me paint you a new chapter on the canvas of our life story. Plot twist.
The 10th and final poet will come now, and then we'll have the process where you and I, select the audience 3, and the judges will select their 2. So let's hear for the next poet, and the next poet is Tidence Thomas. Tidence Thomas. Tell me I got the name right, the first name right. Did I get it right? No ticky, wrong bang, how you say it? Must Jesus bear the cross alone and all the world go free? Tidence Thomas.
Okay, I call this one Antony and Cleopatra. She welcomed you into her yard with your necktie and gelling pen stamped Ministry of Health. In her batty rider that lifted her bumper into your eyes, stooping down on a rusty pan under the palm of coconut trees, opening her legs to your mouth. Now your visits are equal to the mosquitoes breeding, raising your blood to the pleasures of her sheets while the mosquito feeds. Daily your wife says, my husband works hard in Egypt. Okay, this next one is called Nature Feels. Come on, baby. Let's do you and me milking each other under the gaze of this moon. Just you and me and this bush returning to the nature the way God ordained it. Hush, no words, let our bodies speak, rolling and dashing into sweat as we lay in the swamp of our lusts. Come on, baby, let me show you how my nature feels. That's it.
Yeah, man, at the risk of influencing everything, the one they sell off, got to have been Batty Rider. Can I say that here on the microphone? I actually said it. I shouldn't have said it. Can I say Batty Rider? Okay, I will not say Batty Rider. It's not polite to say Batty Rider in public. It just don't sound right on the microphone. So I will not once more say Batty Rider. It's sweet today. What one Batty Rider can do. Well, not don't even one, it's many. So now we're going to invite back on the 10 poets, and you, with my assistants, will select our three finalists from that number. So let's welcome once more Francine Green, Kelsey Thomas, Tracy Ann Hyman, Deandra Johnson, Candine West, Oba Smith, Mario Harrison, Michael Robertson, Swaniki Walker, and Tidensi Thomas. Let me just make some space. Tidines Thomas. So here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to call the name, and you will indicate, just so that they make sure that the name who goes by that name, and then you will, by the volume and intensity of your vocal response, determine if that person belongs in the top 5. We okay with that, people? So when I call him, you step forward. You step off of the stage. You walk out, my person walk out. So, is this person among the finalists? Francine Green. Here we go. Finalists, yeah or no? Finalists? That kind of cool. After life go? After the world supposed to go? Okay. So Francine, come and join me over here, so maybe you go and reason. Kelsey Thomas, finalists here or no? So what the rest of us say, who is not friends, who are objective analysts, yeah or no? Kelsey, come simple time, we're going to work it out later on. Tracy Ann Hyman, yeah or no? Yeah, me add my year too. So go over there, so. We know where we're clear about. The rest of us will deliberate some more later on. So Deandra Johnson. All right, go over there, sir. Go over there, sir, Deandra. There's someone who couldn't carry some friend. We don't have a friend on campus. But oh my goodness. Candine West. Candine West. Okay, Candine, go over there, sir. Quick and unscientific and arbitrary. Oba Smith. All right, go over there, sir. We're going to do a little bit more filtering later on. We're only 3. So that means that we're going to pick out of here. When we get the pick, they'll pick the pick from the pick. A good pickings. Mario Harrison, yeah or no? Yeah or no? It's not sure to come on fire, so. You can vote, yeah. Popular is a yeah, you know. I tell you about that. It's like comedians. Everybody pick IT and fancy guy. They're not funny like me. Anyway. What is popular is not always the best, but that's a different argument completely. Anyway, so Michael Robertson. Michael Robertson, yeah or no? No man, no cool like 10 pieces of ice. Swaniki Walker. All right, we're going to do some more filtering later on. Over to Swaniki. And what you said again? Tediness Thomas. Tediness, all right, go over to Tediness. So you look like I can wish you all a good evening. And invite Anders to speak now. So these are the definite finalists. But we're going to pick from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to pick this later on. This is the audience pick now. For them pick is a bigger pick, stronger pick. For them pick more thick. So let's come back on stage, please. So this time, I'm going to pass the mic around. You'll say your name, so me can see it and be audience, though. You'll say your name, and then we go and scream yeah or no and pick the top 3 from the audience. So just pass the mic around, say your name, and we can make nice. 1, 2, 3, go.
Swaniki Walker.
Yeah!
Obafemi the Oba the poet.
DeAndre Johnson.
Introducing the one and only True Dat.
Tediness Thomas.
Candy Niger West.
So now here's where now I can now really and truly just use up the power of my first 2 syllables, which tell me a master. Although I'm going 5 feet 4 inches tall, I can run and I can stay far and fling stone. So the flyer say I am chief judge, and I said no, guest performer and chief judge. Wait again, yeah. So from this pick, obviously all of us agree that these are the top picks, right? So I am gonna pick my 3, and if you don't like it, you can beat off me. How that sound? That sound fine? Then them can beat me. No, and then them can pick 2 more. Cause how does that work? They'll pick 2 more. They'll pick 2 from the 3. Go up and end up with 5. Okay, so we're gonna end up with 5, and we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lord, visit upon us now, Lord. So here's my 3. My 3 is this lady. That is my pick. This lady, and this lady, and this gentleman. No? Okay. Since you and I are judges together, let's deliberate. No, I deliberate now. I deliberate. All right. So let's reason. Come. No. Come. Defend your point. Now to the microphone. I might give that option. Here, come speak. You only can stay for that we want justice. No, come make the point. Why? Based on what? Is that a view supported by the majority of you? So you're saying she must stay. So you're saying this is the audience pick for the 3. Who said no? Who said no? Come talk to me. No, come talk to me. No, don't stay for me. Come, we're going to read it out. Who said no? Let me hear your view. Yeah, you're going to talk? Make a point? Yeah.
I thought her delivery was extremely powerful, so I think she should be in the 3.
She. Right?
We will announce one of the judges' picks.
Yes? If it coincides with our pick. Oh, this hard. This hard. This come like election. I don't think nobody now beat nobody. It's a poetry slam, so delivery counts. But poetry is first and foremost a literary form, so the words count too. So You can go over there, sir, because although we pick you, judge them pick you too, so you're safe. You're picked by the judge and we, sir. You're dead in the top 5. All right. So let's hear one more from the judges. This is getting better then. Yeah, it's getting better.
We have made a new decision.
Yes?
All 6 here will go to the final round.
Hallelujah. I like that.
The judge's decision.
Yeah, I like them judges. The judges, this is the final 3. So these 6 go to the final round, and the judges will decide the final 6. Yeah, that sounds good. No electoral college and popular vote. Next thing we end up with Donald Trump. When I was a youngster, poets were some nerdy people with thick glasses and quiet voices who sit down on a stool and read deep things with enough syllables. Then a time came when poets were dreadlocks man with African sounding names who walk barefoot and scream loudly. And I'm going to share a poem or 2 written by me with you. Nobody not cheer for that. Okay, so this one is called Anansi's Story. I, actor, am contactor, translator, narrator, keeper of the clan, spirit from Akan, warm as breath, as real as death, defying definition, I traveling long. So come make me sing you one old new song, redeem, dim, 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 if not me, who go and tell my history? Cry cree, yes you, with the red, white and blue. Every 10 things you say, less than 1 true. So who take the booty from the cookie jar? Is that a cruise ship or a man of war? Who the savior, the messiah or the superstar? Yo my youth, you looking at me, you think I could have be that memory, that dream, that cry, that massacre, loving lies in the eyes of the attacker? So what can you do? Where we're going next? Archiving old truth or rewriting new text? Rest. I dancer, I'm enhancer, transmitter and recorder, shaper of the stance, from Gold Coast to Bight of Benin and Volta, Bight of Biafra, Bantuland, Congo, Angola, from coastal and central Africa, sprinkled over steaming diaspora to Caribbean, still singing strong. Me come too far and live too long to dance your story and bury my song. Redeem. Bim, bim, bim. Me fully free. Who go and pay for death of slavery? Cry cree, yes you, whether red, white and blue. When we show you the motion, you know what to do. Rest. There's story in the song and truth in the riddle. If beginning too long, it will end in the middle. So riddle me this and riddle me that and guess me this riddle and perhaps not. Something bad happen pan a good spot. Bible then whip then rapid gunshot. Freedom stew a bubble in a pot. Some wait till it cold, some want it hot. Reparation, restitution, our story can done. More fire going breed, more anger going burn. And Jack Mandora, me not choose none. Last one, and then we're going to take a break and move to the next round. Are you okay with that? This poem is called Man. Man is me, tough seed, rough passion planted, uprooted, unwanted, gall in your honey, crosses on the country, fire on the ice, kinda wicked, satanized is me. Dan man, ginal, hustler, walkabout, sweet mouth, scout, tout, chatbout. Leader, lover, soldier, shatter, saintly sinner, breadwinner, dream taker, builder and wrecker, the thriller and the killer, pumping pain and squirting pleasure, exerting power, make like God but bad like a devil, wet up sun and burn down rain, sharp and steady, hard and heavy, rate me or fear me. You can't scare me. This is the raw born real me. And who no hear me, feel me. because of the threat of rain, we're gonna just gather our bodies and our possessions and move to N1 and take it indoors so it's more intimate as we go to the next round, the final round in this poetry clash. Thank you so much. N1. N1. Massive and done. And as you go, I want to remind you that this event is partly sponsored by my publisher, Blue Banyan Books. Yeah.
Put this squarely under the tent so it doesn't get wet. Are you from electrical? Oh, okay, but you can deal with. I was just trying to push it in so it didn't get wet. So you're gonna set up inside N1. So you're not going to set up in N1. Yeah. Well, would it take you long to set up? Well, Michael.